What's good, YouTube? It's Jacob, man. I'm gonna title this video "Tips on Finding Parking as an Over-the-Road Trucker." Um, I've been driving trucks for about 2 years now, over the road, flatbed. Do this video giving drivers tips on how to find parking, because finding parking can be difficult as a trucker, especially if you kind of new. You don't really know what's the best way to go about finding parking, especially at like when it's late in the day, late like maybe 8 p.m. 9 p.m. In some areas of the country it's difficult to find parking. Some is easy. It all depends. So I'm gonna give you tips on how to find parking, things that I've learned over the time of me being an over-the-road trucker. Tips that I've learned from my trainer, and there's things that I've learned just being out here on my own. I'm gonna do this video straight up off the dome. I don't have no notes or anything. This is straight up real talk. No pre-written script. None of that. This is straight up off of who I am and what I'm gonna talk about. Just straight off the dome. Advice on finding parking as an over-the-road trucker. Number one, I'm gonna start off with one thing that I do is, you got a 14-hour clock, you got an 11-hour drive time. Always leave at least like about an hour on the time, maybe 30-40 minutes on the time. If it's somewhere I'm planning on parking that I see on the map, I normally, like, I try to get there. Like if it tells me I'm gonna arrive there in 2 hours and I only got 2 hours on my clock, I'm not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be traffic and it's unpredictable. So I always do, like, if I only have 2 hours left of drive time, I'm normally gonna find somewhere where I can park at that I can get to within an hour or hour and a half at most, because I don't want to go over my time and be in violation. I don't want to drive illegal, so that's what I do. I don't drive the clock out like some people do. Some people do that. I mean, I don't do that because it's not that serious to me. I'm not that much in a rush to get the load there, get the load to the shipper, or no, get the load to the receiver. I'm not that serious. Like, I do my job, but I don't take it that serious to where I gotta take advantage of every minute, every hour on my clock. So that's what I do. I leave a little time on there. So another tip is, a lot of drivers use an app called Trucker Path. That's what I use. I use Trucker Path as my GPS. To use the GPS version, it's like $25. I think it's like $25 a month. But they got a free version where you can like type in the address and it tells you. And you can also use the free version can be beneficial as well, because the good thing about Trucker Path is they have a thing on there where you go to a location, you type into the app, you type in like a location that you want to park at, or a truck stop, and it'll show you what time that truck stop normally fill up. So it'll tell you, oh, this truck stop normally fill up at 8 p.m., 7 p.m., or this truck drop normally never fill up. It will tell you that information so you know what place you can park at, which place you can't. Because some places they fill up fast, some places they fill up all day, especially in the major cities. Like a lot of places they be filled up all day. So that's that. Trucker Path, I love Trucker Path. Trucker Path, I love it. It's worth the $20-something a month. Now the GPS version, where you can type in the address and you can leave it, like you can use it as a GPS, that costs $25 a month. But the free version, you can also type in the address, like an address of a truck stop or even a Walmart, and it'll tell you, it'll let you, like, it's other drivers that leave reviews. They say, oh, this Walmart allows truck parking, this Walmart don't. it leaves reviews like that. So you can also check out Walmart's doing that as well. So you can park at Walmart's as well using Trucker Path. Using Trucker Path, you can look at Walmart's that's on your route, and it'll tell you if that Walmart allows truck parking. Because honestly, me personally, I don't want to be calling Walmarts and stuff, asking them, is it okay if I park that night? Because sometimes people will be okay with you doing certain things, but they're not gonna tell you you can do it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, he can do it, but I'm not gonna be the one to tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be like, hey, turn my head, act like I don't see it. You know, they okay with you doing it, but they just don't want to be the one responsible. You know, so I don't ask people for. I don't call places normally to ask for parking. I don't do that. If I see other drivers parking there, then I just assume I can park there. And if I've been okay since. I've never been told. I never got a parking ticket or none of that. I never got kicked out. I never got kicked out before. None of that. So that's how I find parking. You go on there, look at the reviews. If it's a sketchy like a place that you feel like it might have parking, it might not, from looking at the Trucker Path app, what you can do is have a backup plan. You can be like, okay, if this place don't have parking, there's a rest area 20 miles or 30 miles en route, or 20 miles headed in my destination, or there's another truck stop across the other side of the interstate, or something like that. Have a backup plan. Make sure there's a backup plan if it's a place where you're not 100% sure. Because I know that on Trucker Path, sometimes there's places that you say it fills up at 7 p.m., but you're gonna get there around 6:30, 7, where you're not really sure if there's gonna be parking there. In that place, in that scenario, you can go there and then just make sure you have a backup plan. Yeah, Walmart is a great option sometimes if it's en route. Another thing that I do is, I know Home Depots normally don't be caring. I don't be wanting to park at Home Depots because it depends on how much space is there. Sometimes I park at a Home Depot. It depends. Like, some Home Depots are too tight. You know, it depends. Like, one time, there's times I'll deliver to a Home Depot and I'll just park there because it's just a bunch of space, and I wouldn't even ask. I'll just do it because they normally don't care. A lot of times, nah. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to, you can call them in, call and ask. Yeah, and then another thing that I do is sometimes I park at Planet Fitnesses. Now, Planet Fitnesses, what I do is I type in the address on Google Maps, and I look at the map, and if it's a lot of space in the parking lot or a lot of space in the back, I just pull up and see. You know, and yeah, I just pull up. But that is a risk too. You know what I'm saying? Because normally on Trucker Path, when you look at Planet Fitness, there's no reviews on Planet Fitness location, so usually I take that risk. And normally when I go to Planet Fitness, I always have a backup plan. Okay, if the Planet Fitness don't have parking, I can go to this truck stop, or I can go to this Walmart, or there's always a backup plan most of the time. So that's my tips on how to find parking as a trucker. I know some places got paid parking. I pay for parking not that often. I rarely do. Sometimes I do, but rarely. I rarely pay for parking. Normally I can find a free spot, but it depends on where you are in the country. I'm trying to think of what else I want to say about finding parking as a trucker. Just don't. I never parked on even if I'm in violation, I'm gonna find somewhere to park. I never park on an exit ramp or any of that stuff, man, because I just don't feel safe. You know, what if somebody accidentally crashes into your truck while you sleep? You know what I'm saying? Going 50 miles per hour, you know, You don't want the problems, man. You get injured. You know, that's just me personally. I wouldn't park on the exit ramp or an inner ramp on the interstate. That's just me. I've seen people do it. I wouldn't do it. That's just me. I wouldn't do it. I'll find somewhere to park, a truck stop or something. Rest area. There's rest areas. But trucker path makes finding parking way easier. There's a lot of older truckers that don't have trucker path. I think it's normally the younger drivers like myself. Now the old school guys, they still be using the GPS at the truck stops. They still be buying the Raleigh McNair, whatever that GPS is called. But they don't be using truck path. But trucker path, it'll make it way easier. Because you can scope out a truck stop. Like you can see, okay, this truck stop, it fills up at 9 p.m. I'm gonna get there at 6, so I should be good. Type stuff, man. Or this truck stop always full, so I'm just gonna. And if it's a truck stop I really want to stop at, maybe there's a Walmart in walking distance I want to go to, or something in walking distance, and that truck stop fill up fast. What I'll do is if I'm gonna get there late. Sometimes I'll get there, I'll just show up and I'll make sure I got a backup because most likely there ain't gonna be no parking. But if I can find parking, then I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go discover, see. Okay, let me see if I can find parking. Or I can't find it, I'm gonna go to this backup place. You know what I'm saying? Planet Fitness, Walmarts. Not all Walmarts allow parking. Some Walmarts don't. Some of them are too tight. Some of them don't allow parking. So you should look at the map and look how big the Walmart is, and then look at the reviews on Trucker Path, and you can make your decision based on that. And it's best to have a backup plan as well, because with the Walmarts, because sometimes Walmarts, they might go under construction, or they might just change. Like some Walmarts, they allow truck parking for years, and then all of a sudden they stop. You know what I'm saying? So you always have a backup plan with the Walmarts. And me personally, so yeah, that's my tips on how to find parking as a trucker. Major cities, you might have to pay for parking. I mean, technically you don't. You can find places, maybe a Home Depot, or Planet Fitness parking lot. If it's enough space in that parking lot, I doubt they will care. But you can call in just to make sure. Or you call them before you get there, or just to make sure. Like, can I park behind your thing, your store, just for a 10-hour break, and I'll leave first thing in the morning at 6-7 a.m. They be like, oh yeah, go do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this video I'm about to give it to an end, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. If you any kind of content you want from me, just let me know, man. I'll do it. Well, it depends on what it is. I'll do it. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Peace out.